Hi, welcome back to Energy Work Fundamentals. This is Lesson 2, and we're continuing to examine the expression of human intelligence as the physiology. In Lesson 1, we were looking at the 4 denser levels of the physiology, starting with the physical body and working our way to the more abstract levels. In this lesson, we're going to start at the most abstract level of the physiology and work our way to the more manifest levels in these 4 subtle bodies. So they are the celestial body, the causal body, the spirit body, and the astral body. Before we get started on that, it's important to note that prior to the celestial body, there is unmanifest level of creation. Physicists call that the unified field. It is known to be supersymmetric and found at the Planck scale, 10 to the minus 33 centimeters. I mention this because the first level of manifestation of the human body is the same as the first level of manifestation of the whole creation. Basically, the symmetry at the unified level of the unified field has to break in order for manifestation to begin. When the breaks, a 3-in-1 structure is produced. So there's a kind of dynamic of 3-in-1 interaction at the level of the celestial body. There is an aspect of intelligence or consciousness, knowingness, which is facing toward the unmanifest. There's another aspect which is facing toward the manifest. They're like a skin against the unmanifest level of creation, so they're very close to each other. Because of that, a friction or a tension is created between them, giving rise to a third element, which is basically energy. And this energy is responsible, or is the foundation, we could say, of all the manifestation of everything else at a more manifest level. So these 3 together form a structure that allows for the issuing forth of pure energy. The next layer of the physiology I call the causal body. And in this level of the physiology, we find organs that are designed to take that raw energy and start to give it shape and form. There are many different kinds of wonderful organs at this level of physiology, and it goes to follow that at this level we also find the seeds of human potential. Also, from an energy work point of view, this is a place that we can look to see if there's karma as well. Very often, if karma is found anywhere in the body, it can often be traced back to the causal body. The next layer of the physiology is the area where the laws of nature of space and time start to play in and influence the intelligence of the individual. So this is where we find the flow of past and future. And the other thing is that at the level of the spirit body, it's possible to look to such topics as the person's life goals or their soul's basic skills, the soul's journey, soul family, that kind of thing is found there at the level of the spirit body. The next layer of manifestation is the astral body. And the astral body, as you can see by my little demonstration with my fingers here, the astral body sits at the junction between the subtle levels of the physiology and the more manifest levels of the physiology. And it has a quality of protecting about it. So this is the area of the body that we look to when we find weakness in the immune system, for example, or a person who seems to be very sensitive to influences in their environment, other people, chemicals, that kind of thing. Usually there's some delicacy in the astral body. All right, so these are the 4 subtle bodies, and I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Thank you very much for joining me.